gonna get tasered.
Taser! Hey!
Ever wondered what unfolds when entitled people, convinced they're beyond the reach of the law, suddenly face the consequences of their actions?
What don't you understand?
What don't you understand?
Do not kick the officers!
Well, here are the 4 shocking cases where these entitled people realize that they're no longer above the law, but firmly in its grip. Ian Smith, who thinks running for Congress, not even being a congressman, can protect you from questions about drunk driving in New Jersey. No way. On March 27, 2022, in Cinnaminson, Officer Scott was on his routine patrol when he spotted a black Hyundai swerving dangerously. The driver at the wheel was none other than Ian Smith, the gym owner who made headlines for defying COVID-19 restrictions. His story began with one margarita, but things took a turn when the cops stepped in. And guess what? He even blamed his car's suspension for his erratic driving.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Hey, how are you?
Good, good. My name's Officer Scott. I'm at the police department. You have your license, registration, proof of insurance?
Yeah, hang on 1 second. Here's my license.
So look, sir, the reason why I'm stopping you is you were kind of all over the road back there. You almost ran that car off the road. I don't know if you noticed.
I have this, and I'm terribly sorry about it. I have this 97 right here, and I have an absolutely terrible death wobble. Have you ever heard of it with Fords? But they anything over 50 miles per hour with this lifted suspension. It is
Pretty bad.
yeah, it's not good.
Officer Scott, maintaining his calm demeanor, explained the reason for the traffic stop. He mentioned the dangerous swerving and Smith veering off the road. Officer Scott nodded, familiar with the issue of death wobble, especially in lifted suspension vehicles. As they continued to talk, Officer Scott inquired about Smith's whereabouts that night.
Where are you coming from tonight, sir?
I'm coming from Collingswood, and I'm heading.
Did you have anything to drink tonight by chance?
I had a drink earlier.
Okay. How many drinks?
One.
Just one?
Yeah. Don't drive around.
What did you have a drink of by chance?
Margarita.
Officer Scott noticed that one margarita might not be the only thing Smith had been drinking before his reckless driving. So he carefully watched Smith and then asked him to step out of the car for a sobriety test.
Did you have anything to smoke tonight too, or just drink?
No, just drink.
All right, so look, man, because I can smell alcoholic beverage on you, I'm just going to run you through some field sobriety tests, make sure you're okay to drive.
Officer Scott noticed a scent of alcohol on Smith's breath, prompting him to decide on conducting some field sobriety tests to ensure Mr. Smith was fit to drive. With Smith's consent, they moved to a flat and safer area. Officer Scott began with the horizontal gaze nystagmus, or HGN, test, where he asked Smith to follow the tip of a pen with his eyes only.
All right, so we're going to use this right here, this white line. So just one drink tonight? Okay, you have anything wrong with your eyes, contacts, any medical issues? No? Okay. So just put your feet together just like this. Perfect. I want you to follow the tip of my pen with your eyes and your eyes only, and don't move your head, okay?
The experienced officer, Officer Scott, didn't stop there. After the HGN test, he moved on to the walk and turn test. It was all part of making sure Smith was safe to drive and follow the rules.
So next test we're going to do is going to be the walk and turn test, okay? I'm going to demonstrate and explain the starting position and the test for you, all right? Starting position is going to be your right foot from your left foot touching heel to toe like so. Can you get in that position for me? Now don't move until I tell you to do so, okay? You understand? Going to take 9 heel to toe steps in a straight line, counting out loud like so. 1, 2, 3. On your 9th step, you're going to take a series of small steps turning back around, and you're going to return 9 steps. 1, 2, 3. Counting out loud with your hands down by your sides, okay?
I don't mean to be a pain in the ass, but if I'm being tested,
it's fine. I mean,
I'll do it wherever. Up here. I don't mean to be a pain in the ass.
okay. So do you remember the instructions, or do you want me to go over them again? You see this straight white line?
Sure.
9 heel to toe steps, counting out loud. Return 9 steps back. Okay.
Starting out with the right foot.
Right foot in front of your left foot, touching heel to toe. Okay. You can begin the test at your whenever you wish.
As Smith began the test and started counting, it became evident that things were not going smoothly. He he encountered significant challenges in maintaining his balance and coordinating his steps, struggling visibly. It was clear that he was grappling with difficulties, emphasizing the importance of precise and steady movements during such tests for accurate results.
Okay, the next test is going to be the one-legged stand test, okay? Start position for that, it's your feet together, hands down by your sides, just like this, okay? All right? When I tell you to do so, you're going to pick up whichever foot you're choosing. You're going to lift it approximately 6 inches off the ground, keeping your foot parallel off the ground, okay? Don't lift your hands above your waist.
Good.
All right, you can begin the test.
9,000, 7,000, 11,000, 12,000, 13,000, 14,000, 14,000, 15,000, 16,000.
All right, Mr. Smith, you want to be honest with me about how much you had to drink tonight?
At one double margarita.
Look, just based off my observations, okay, what your eyes are telling me, I'm just going to take you into custody, okay, for driving while intoxicated.
Scott noticed that Smith's attempt to maintain his balance was unsteady and marked by visible struggles. Officer Scott, unwavering in his professional approach, proceeded to handcuff Smith. This action was taken to ensure safety and order in the situation, reflecting the importance of maintaining control during such encounters.
So basically what happens from here is we take you back to the station, there's one more test, okay?
Listen, I am not trying to make any trouble. You're standing out here on a windy road. You're submitting me to balance tests, which I did. Did I not do well at? So you're going to submit me to a breathalyzer test.
Like I said, so it's everything in account. You're driving, you almost ran a car off the road, okay, and then your tests. Based upon my observations, I have reason to believe you were intoxicated.
Smith became increasingly frustrated. He couldn't understand why he was being arrested and demanded a breathalyzer test, which Officer Scott calmly explained was not available at that time.
Central 28, fair copy, Andy. What do you mean, boss?
You know I'm a congressional candidate in this district, right?
I understand that. I think I've been nothing but respectful with you.
Smith was getting more and more frustrated as he kept arguing. He even mentioned attending a congressional academy in the district. Basically, he was acting like he was a big deal, when in reality, he was not. Officer Scott, getting tired of all this nonsense, decided to concentrate on his job. Later, Smith was charged with driving under the influence, as well as reckless and careless driving. Well, after that last case, her audacity knows no bounds. A woman who seems to believe her superpower is being the lieutenant's daughter. On January 8, 2023, police were called to deal with 30-year-old Karina, who was kicked off an airplane for yelling, spitting, and using bad language with the airline staff.
Miss, you're not free to leave. Okay, no you're not. Come here.
Are you okay? No, I'm not. I'm just checking on you. What's going on?
I'm being harassed and I'm very uncomfortable. I'm not okay. I need the cops to come right now. Welcome.
Okay, I'm a police officer. I'm here to check on you.
Thank you. I need the cops to come right now.
Okay, open the stall. Let me.
I'm not comfortable to do that in a second.
Okay, well, I can talk to you through the stall. What's going on?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Everyone in the place said they were fine with me. They were making an issue. I was like, it's gonna delay your flight. I'm not gonna delay your flight.
Are you trying to go home or on vacation?
No, I'm going to work. What do you mean?
Okay, do you want to come out here and I can help you out? What airline?
I don't feel sincere in your voice that you're gonna help me out.
I'm here to help you. What airline are you flying with?
Obviously, no airline. That was the last airline tonight. I'll just money, bro, because I didn't want to make a scene for y'all.
Okay, so my biggest concern.
I was trying to be helpful, but honestly, it's ridiculous.
The officer, with a friendly tone, asked Karina to step out of the stall, hoping to engage in a calm conversation. Despite the officer's friendly approach, Karina remained inside, expressing her frustration regarding the airline's actions in more detail.
Okay, so my goal is to make sure you get where you're going and make sure that you're safe to get there. So why do they want you to get off the flight? There has to be a reason.
They literally asked the whole crew. The whole crew did not say they could get me off the flight. They didn't. I voluntarily left because I know how it's like letting your flight I don't like.
So why do you think they wanted you off the flight?
I have no idea. Obviously, somebody doesn't like me. They're doing a power move, whatever. It has nothing to do with the whole flight.
Okay. Can you open the door so we can go figure this out?
No, I don't feel comfortable with that.
Okay, so I'm here. I'm not gonna leave.
I don't know. I don't trust you guys because the way that I got kicked off the plane was was irrational. How did you feel? You'd be scared.
I would feel upset. Yeah, and I want some answers. But that's why the police are here. Yeah, to help you out.
You're gonna arrest me for what?
Who said I was going to arrest you?
Karina's apprehension about potential arrest, even without the officer explicitly stating it, shows her anxiety and awareness of the seriousness of her actions. Her mention of being arrested reveals her realization that she may have done something wrong. This situation serves as a learning point about how individuals often comprehend the consequences of their actions even before official statements are made. It highlights the role of personal responsibility in legal encounters.
I got a lieutenant.
Lieutenant where?
Does it matter? He's a lieutenant in Rhode Island. Doctor, you're saying that, like, I know what's going on and it's unreasonable. No, I don't feel safe. Can I just call 911 from here? If he's at your phone, see, I don't feel safe.
Yeah,
Honestly,
but can you open the door?
We are 911. Restricting me from 911 access. That's a felony.
We are the police. When you call 911, we're
Right.
gonna show up.
Did you have anything to drink that would make him think that you would need to be on the plane?
What?
So did you have anything to drink
I
today?
was f***ing around with my friends.
Okay, but did you have anything to drink today? It's not against the law to drink. I'm just trying to figure you
The
out.
whole plane said that they were fine with me being there.
No, I'm asking you. Did you have anything?
Can I talk to you about something?
Yeah.
Woman to woman?
Yeah.
I'm letting you know.
Well, do you want to go see if you can get on the plane? Because it's still there.
I'm not on the plane.
If you go over there civilized.
The most civilized person you've ever met.
Okay, well let's go. Let's go.
I'm not gonna talk to you. Thank you.
We're gonna be here with you the whole time.
That's fine.
This is all we want for you to come out.
Karina's reluctance to provide clear and direct answers added an extra layer of confusion. While the officer was working to comprehend the situation, it became evident that Karina was intentionally avoiding a vital question: whether she had consumed alcohol. This highlights the importance of straightforward communication in such situations, as evading critical questions can make it challenging for authorities to ensure safety and enforce the law effectively.
And you swear you didn't have anything to drink today?
You're fine. Yes, it's fine.
You did not have anything to drink today?
I'm not being out of control.
Because you can fly if you haven't had anything to drink and they think you're safe to fly. But there has to be a reason for them to have kicked you off the plane. So just be honest. Did you have anything to drink today?
I'm gonna call a lawyer. Before I answer any more questions, I'm gonna call a lawyer.
Okay, Miss Karina.
Please don't touch me if you don't have a reason to.
Okay, I have a reason to, okay?
I'm arrested?
Yes, you're going to be arrested for public intoxication, okay? And the reason is because I talked to the airline and they said that you were kicking and screaming and causing a disturbance.
I'm not doing any of that. I'll call my dad. I'll call my dad. No, I'll call my dad.
Backpack off. Okay, it's all being recorded. Just take your backpack off, okay?
Are you serious? It was not kicking and screaming anywhere on that plane. All right, that's a reason. No,
Just calm down,
no.
okay?
Shoot me then.
After they arrested Karina and placed handcuffs on her, she continued to display defiance. Her refusal to cooperate and her strong assertion of her rights included mentioning that her dad had the position of a lieutenant. It seemed as if she believed this familial connection made her immune to the law, a notion that, in a rather ironic way, underlined the importance of equality before the law. This situation reminds us that everyone, regardless of their family background, is held accountable for their actions within the legal system.
I really don't feel comfortable with him touching me.
I'm standing right here.
No, I don't want him touching me. I literally, he's on a power play move. I don't want him touching me. I literally don't want him touching me.
5 seconds.
I'm asking you not to let him touch me. I don't want him touching me. I told you I don't want him touching me.
Well, see, that's why he was doing that, because now you're kicking.
Yeah, because he's touching me. I don't want him to.
What don't you understand?
What don't
I
you
don't want
understand?
Do not kick the officers.
Do not go. Karina, stand up. Stand up. Stand up.
How long is this for? I'm gonna be doing it.
Stand up.
Karina, stand up.
We're done being nice. You already came nice. You already kicked him twice.
Yeah, they're so great because he was touching me. No,
To the car.
no, I'm not gonna hold him. No, I'm not answering anything.
You're not gonna answer anything. Can you just sit back there for a minute?
The determined officers remained steadfast in their commitment to uphold the law. They demonstrated remarkable patience, professionalism, and dedication to their duty, even when faced with a passenger who was uncooperative and openly defiant. This serves as a valuable example of how law enforcement officers work tirelessly to maintain order and ensure the safety of the community, no matter the challenges they encounter. Her continuous and stubborn resistance was putting everyone on edge. After a long process, they took Karina to the holding area. They charged her with resisting arrest without violence, assaulting a public servant, and public intoxication. Similar to the case where a daughter believed her father's status as a lieutenant could save her from arrest, there's another peculiar situation. In this case, a father perceived his son as a superpower because his son was an FBI agent. On August 24, 2022, officers responded to an ordinary car accident. Little did they know that what began as a simple encounter would escalate into a bizarre incident.
Hi, where's the other car?
This is how car was. It was smashed into me. Okay. And when I come out and I was like, sir, you hit me? And he's like, no, I didn't, while his car is in this position. Okay. We were turning left and golf towards that way. Okay. And then we just came here. He followed me, but then he left. He talked on the phone. He kind of wandered around the parking lot, and then he got in his car and drove off. He tried to stop me taking picture of his car, the number to give it to dispatch. And then he did not want to provide me any information. He was like, I know who you are.
And is that the damage right there?
Yeah, he hit this and then this kind of bounce.
Okay. And then you did get his license plate though?
I did. I got his license plate number.
Yeah.
And that's it. But he did not give me any other information. He just drove off. Okay. He was wandering around as little gray car. Yeah.
What direction did he go?
So he would go that way, and I'm not sure he turned. I think he turned right because he was going that way behind me.
After a car accident, the victim is recounting the events to a cop. The victim explains that the other driver initially denied responsibility for the collision despite the damage. The other driver left the scene rather suddenly. This exchange provides insights into the aftermath of a car accident and the victim's efforts to gather information about the other driver's actions.
And do you want a crash report done?
I do want it. I want to get a report because then I have to get this fixed.
Sure.
It's not a big deal, but still, I work and I pay for it, so.
Yeah. Do you have your license insurance on you?
Of course. Sure, he had a few drinks, but he wasn't drunk. But
could you smell alcohol on him?
I tried to stay away from him because he was like, what are you doing? I know who you are, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'm Polish. And I'm like, sir, I understand. Doesn't matter where you're from.
Do you want him arrested for hitting you, or do you just want his insurance information?
I just want his insurance information. Okay. I don't want him to go to jail and stuff like that. That's not something I want. He just needs to be careful. What if there will be a child in the car or something?
The police spoke to the victim and then decided to find the other driver. They were very determined to discover what really happened. When they reached the other driver's house, something surprising occurred. At first, he tried to escape by driving away, but then he had a change of mind, turned his car around, and came back to his house.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Any problem?
Yeah. Here, you want to step up for me?
No.
You got into an accident over on Greenwood.
I know.
You know?
I say I am gonna pay for anything.
Okay, well, according to Illinois law, you have to.
What else?
We're trying to explain that to you. Why don't you just let him talk?
I was sometimes somewhere for 1 year.
Okay. All right. Do you have an ID or anything on you?
No.
No. Do you have insurance?
I don't have. I am from Poland.
Do you have Do you have a driver's license?
No.
You don't have a driver's license.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
Excuse me?
Drink. Alcohol?
What do you think about this?
Because I can smell it.
No.
The driver appeared unsure and was not very willing to cooperate. He seemed quite confused, mumbling, and hesitating, which made it more challenging for the officers to get the information they needed. Despite this, the diligent officers persisted in their efforts to uncover the facts of the situation.
What's your first name?
Joe Biden.
Okay, no. What is your name?
So you either have to identify yourself, or we're gonna take you.
We're not.
You're gonna arrest me. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. You're not gonna identify yourself.
Be careful. Be careful, because sometimes I am. My son working from FBI.
Oh, okay, cool. So how about this? How about you give us your name, and then you can go inside.
No.
Don't try. Don't try.
You're playing games with us here. We're trying to get this taken care of, so we can get you out of here.
Why are you doing like this?
Because you got into an accident. She's not under the impression that that's what happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And you gave her no
My
information.
home is with you. Go ahead.
what are we gonna do inside your house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have any sort of ID on you? Anything?
I don't care about some kind of bullshit.
The officer tried to coax the driver into providing his name, but he remained uncooperative, responding with a string of incoherent statements. The officer made it clear that cooperation was the only way forward. The driver's refusal to identify himself could lead to an arrest.
I want to be fair.
Okay.
I like it, police. My father was police.
I appreciate that.
My son
So-
working for FBI.
Okay, so all we're trying to do now is we're just trying to identify what happened in the accident, so we can leave.
What else?
Yeah.
You wanna
So I need your name.
You wanna kill me?
No,
sir.
we
I
just
need
want
your
your name.
I need your date of birth.
Go ahead.
No. Can
Well,
you
my-
just,
my
just
home is
speak,
your home.
Just speak your name out loud, and I will write it down. What is your first name?
Are you speak Polish?
I don't speak Polish.
No,
No.
unfortunately, no.
No.
I remember one lady who works for sheriff department.
We're going to give you one more chance. Tell this officer your name so we can
No,
complete the crash report.
I never go on.
Or we're going to have to take you under arrest,
Yeah.
okay?
As tensions continued to rise, the situation started heading in a more troublesome direction. The driver's unwillingness to cooperate led to a chaotic arrest. During the struggle, the driver even fell, requiring the officers to put in extra effort to control the situation.
No, I don't want to go with you.
Well, that's too bad.
You
we
are-
gave you plenty
you
of
are-
chances.
Put your feet in.
Why you guys?
We're done talking about it.
Excuse me. Why you guys doing like this?
How many times did you tell us?
When I call to my son,
We're done. Put your feet in.
I am not chicken.
Put your feet in. We're done here. Come on.
Sit down. Move your feet in.
Even with all the commotion, the officers stayed calm, knowing they had a job to do. They arrested the driver, who kept on resisting. While they tried to put him in the police car, he kept fighting, making things harder than they should have been. At the police station, the driver's behavior continued to baffle the officers. He shifted between moments of clarity and utter confusion.
What kind of police you are?
What are you saying?
I don't want to come back here with AK.
Are you threatening to shoot up the police
No,
station?
I don't have free. How I
Making threats to shoot up a police station is not a joke to anyone here. Do you understand that?
I'm sorry. You guys.
That's not funny.
Later, they arranged a cab and let him go with a D bond. He faced the consequences of his actions. He was charged with multiple offenses, including DUI, obstructing identification, resisting arrest, leaving the accident scene, and assault. Unlike previous cases, picture this. A person of great power and authority herself, charged with maintaining the law, suddenly finds herself on the other side of it. Being a judge, someone who upholds the law, and then one day, the police catch you intoxicated. This is precisely the predicament that Judge Soleil Hancock found herself in. It all started when a concerned citizen saw Judge Hancock inside a Safeway store, behaving strangely. She was stumbling around, which made the concerned person call the police. This led to a series of events that would change how people viewed this judge forever.
And she almost rolled off of her vehicle for 5-10 seconds and then started to walk into the store, and it just didn't seem right to me, so I sat in my driver's seat for a minute.
Upon arriving at the scene, Officer Collins spotted Judge Hancock returning to her vehicle after leaving the store. Her unsteady gait raised immediate concerns about her condition. As he approached, he observed her nearly rolling off the vehicle, her movements unsteady and her demeanor perplexing.
What's going on today, ma'am? Okay, well, we got some reports that you were inside of Safeway.
Yes.
And you're walking around stumbling, and you got back in your vehicle, and you left the store. So my next question to you, ma'am, is have you been drinking today? You haven't been drinking today. Okay. Are you having a medical condition today or a medical issue?
The initial question posed by the officer was quite direct and focused on alcohol consumption. In response, Judge Hancock, her voice quivering, firmly denied having consumed any alcohol on that day. She went on to explain that her somewhat unsteady behavior was attributed to a medical condition, a seizure disorder. This highlights the importance of providing accurate and detailed information to law enforcement when confronted with such inquiries, as medical conditions can sometimes mimic the effects of alcohol consumption. But unfortunately, this is not the case here.
Have you consumed any alcohol today?
Earlier today, I did. Yes.
Earlier today?
Earlier.
Like when you mean earlier? How earlier?
A couple hours ago.
A couple hours ago? How much did you drink?
A couple of glasses of wine.
Okay. And were you at home when you did this, or were you out? You were at home? Okay.
As the minutes passed by, Judge Hancock's story began to change. A second officer arrived at the scene, and the question about her alcohol consumption took an unexpected turn, and she started telling the truth about her alcohol consumption. The officer proceeded to conduct a field sobriety test, asking her to stand on one leg while counting to herself. Judge Hancock initially expressed uncertainty about her ability to do so.
Are you able to stand on one leg?
I don't know. Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
You stand on one leg. It's gonna look like this. While you're looking down at your toes, you use 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004 until I tell you to stop. You understand?
Yes.
Did you ask her, do you have bad ankles? How about those shoes? Are they pretty comfortable shoes? I'm just asking.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And out of both of your legs, which leg is the most
They're both bad.
Okay. Which one
Both
is not
bad.
as bad?
They're both bad.
Okay. Okay, so it's your choice what leg you're going to raise.
When's the timing starting?
It already started.
Oh, sorry.
The test was an eye-opener for everyone present. Judge Hancock's unsteady balance and visible struggle with the task cast doubt on her ability to operate a vehicle safely. The field sobriety test had revealed unsettling results, but the real shock was yet to come when she was asked to blow into a breathalyzer.
You understand?
Yeah.
Have you ever blown up a balloon?
Yes.
What, an air balloon? So just do a steady breath of air just like that, like you're blowing up a balloon. Okay?
Following this, she was requested to blow into a breathalyzer to measure the amount of alcohol in her system. Her conduct during the test became increasingly disconcerting, indicating her growing realization that she was facing significant trouble.
Go to jail.
No, we're not saying you're going to jail, man.
Can she take me home?
No, I don't know yet. This is up to the officer.
The outcome of this test would reveal the extent of her intoxication, and it was at a level that would astonish anyone. This emphasizes the significance of accurate assessments of one's alcohol level during such situations, as it can have far-reaching legal implications.
Do you know I'm a judge here?
You are?
Yeah.
For Yelpa County?
Yeah. And I don't want to use that. I don't want to use it. I don't.
Okay.
I really don't. I really don't. I'm a judge here. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I apologize. I've never met you.
It's good that you never. Shouldn't mean anything. You know, just a person like everybody else. I'm just a normal person.
Judge Hancock's blood alcohol content came back at a staggering 0.21, well above the legal limit of 0.08 in Arizona. Her alcohol intake had reached a super extreme level, demonstrating a clear disregard for the law she had sworn to uphold. Judge Hancock faced 4 DUI charges, including a severe one due to a very high alcohol level. However, she chose to plead guilty to a less severe DUI charge. Ironic? This decision upset the community, who felt she wasn't being held accountable, especially considering her past controversial statements in family court. Her sentence caused more frustration as she served just 1 day in jail and had to pay a little over $1,000 in fines. Many expected a harsher punishment for such a clear violation of the law. Concerns also arose about the judge handling her case fairly, given the allegations against a fellow judge. During this time, Judge Hancock continued to receive her regular salary while not performing judicial duties.